little grocery store flyer. So you could cut out images of different products used at the time. And you kind of had to write your own descriptions and Hi, I'm Rachel from 7 and All.
And I'm Sarah from 7 and All.
And today we're here to talk to you about using Lapbooks in your homeschool. We are a homeschool family. I like to say I've been in the homeschool world for about 25 years, or since I was a toddler and my mom began homeschooling me. I've been teaching homeschool for about 5 years now, and Sarah is my youngest sister, and she is in what grade?
8th grade.
8th grade, roundabouts, you know, homeschool grades, it's all an estimate. So she is in middle school, and we've been using a Lapbook as part of her curriculum for about the past year. And so we're here to talk to you about using Lapbooks in your homeschool. Now, first of all, what's a Lapbook? It's not exactly a book, but Lapbooks are typically created from a folder, usually taking some kind of manila folder, although usually colorful, because we like colors, and creating a tri-fold little booklet out of it. And then usually you might just have the basic tri-fold Lapbook, but a lot of times you'll have pages inside it that fold out. So that's the Lapbook folder idea. You create it from a folder, and then you can add in different pages, pop-ups, interactive bits of information. So a lot of homeschoolers like to make Lapbooks on any topic whatsoever. You can use Lapbooks from as early as kindergarten to as late as middle school, maybe even high school. It all depends on the personality of your kids and what type of Lapbook you want to make. Of course, Lapbooks will look very different at the kindergarten level versus at a middle school level. So we will be showing you kind of in depth of how her Lapbook is turning out later on in the video. But the whole idea is to basically collect crafts, information, research into a very lovely and easy to portray collection within your Lapbook. So it's different from just taking notes in a notebook. It's different from doing a variety of different crafts that kind of get stashed in different corners of the house or lost or thrown away. It's really nice because as you study one subject, every project that you do gets put inside the folder, inside the Lapbook. And so over time, as you do different projects, you're building and building your collection of info. And it's something that you can look back on long after you've finished. So, Sarah, what do you like about using your Lapbook, making it?
I like doing crafts, and that's really fun. I love DIY type of things, so this is really fun, and I feel like I've learned a lot from it.
Yeah, that is one very cool element with Lapbooks is a lot of times as your kids get older in homeschool, you won't get to do so many of the craft type of activities because as you get into upper elementary and middle school, most of the kind of educational crafts that you think of are more for early elementary years. Lapbooks are nice because they can still be really educational while still providing that element of cutting and pasting and coloring and kind of the hands-on learning, while they can still be appropriate for older learners. So that's really a cool benefit that we've really enjoyed. Now, do we use the Lapbook every day?
No.
No, in fact, we probably don't even get to it as often as we would like. Some of you may know I co-homeschool with my mom, and I am very much more the arts side of homeschool, the literature and language arts and foreign language and history, while my mom is the math and science expert in our homeschool, and she, being mom, always gets first say, and math and science always do come first. So we don't use the Lapbook every day. This one is maybe something we work on more like once a week or so, and just work on it throughout the year. So it having a lot of time invested in it does make it something that you really appreciate. So this one is a very in-depth lap book. You can also use lap books for just a 1, 2, or 3 week study that you work on together with your family. You can do one for each student. You can have the whole family work together to make one lap book. There are so many ways to make it your own and to make it fit your homeschool. But what I really like as a minimalist homeschooler is that fact that you just have all the projects together in one little folder, and you don't have so much storage, you don't have paper crafts coming out of your ears. It's just a really nice way to keep it all confined, but you still get to have that hands-on experience. And then when you do finally finish it, which for us will probably be in a month or 2, then you just have this to store on your bookshelf, and she can take it out, look at it, share it with her other siblings, and it's really cool. A lot of fun memories right here. So the other thing that we need to talk about with lapbooking is how do you get started? There are basically 3 main routes that you can take. Some people make a lapbook just totally without direction, just kind of totally on their own planet, make all the activities themselves, just build it as you go, following whatever type of study or topic your family is talking about. So you can go the total DIY route. The second route is you can either find some free templates or purchase some templates from different sellers, perhaps on Teachers Pay Teachers or Etsy. People have lapbook templates you can print out and customize to make it your own. So it's the second option, which isn't totally DIY, but you still have some decision in the design of it. And the third option is the route that we took, which was to purchase a complete lapbooking set. So it just is going to depend on you and your needs and your homeschooling personality, which style you want to choose. Our family is a big family. We've got a bunch of kids that we're homeschooling, and we're busy, we're involved in a whole bunch of stuff. I like creative activities, but I really like curriculum, and I like making the most of the hard work that other people have put in to designing great products, and so that I don't have to design every single activity that we use in our homeschool. I don't feel the need to make everything myself, and I like to use great resources. So we actually got our this lapbook set from Sonlight Curriculum, and there are some other companies that also make just complete lapbooking sets. Maybe I'll be able to link this one that we bought below, as well as some others. And this is a history-based lapbook, which is American History 2, from the mid-19th to the 21st century. And we'll take you kind of on a journey through it, and what the set included and what kind of projects her lapbook has done, so it can inspire you. Whether you end up doing this exact same lapbook or whether you're going your own kind of different route, it can just kind of help you see what the potential is in making lapbooks in your homeschool. It's a really fun way to learn, a fun way to bring history or science or whatever kind of topic that you're studying to life. Sarah's lapbook, it's not fully completed, but we'll kind of take you through it right now and open it up so we can see all the cool features that are included inside. There's a lot of flaps that you can lift up with a lot of cool information on different topics. So we have the different reasons for the conflict that led to the Civil War. This is an article, information about carpetbaggers after the Civil War, and it's shaped to look like a carpet bag. This is a pocket. It's connected with Velcro that has a whole bunch of different activities, information related to World War II. We have a medal. We have mini registration certificates for the U.S. draft. A map of the, upside down. A map of Europe during World War I. Oh wait, is this our World War I pocket? Oh, I misspoke. This is our World War I packet. We have the timeline of World War I that folds out, kind of an accordion fold. We've got lots of information. So as we make, each one of these is an individual project that we work on maybe during a week. And in our we have an instruction guide because we did buy a complete Lapbook set that gives us instructions for how to make the set, as are the little activity, as well as some historical background as to why we are making the activity, and then some require a bit of additional further research in books or on the internet. So that's our World War I set. Yep, I should have been reading. And like I mentioned, this is only about half done. So we have plenty of blank spaces for the project still to come. This is a ballot box. This was shaped to be a ballot box that has some of the amendments in it that were made during the 1900s, early 1900s. This is the design of a factory, and then it has different famous businessmen from the time period. We have a little catalog from the Ford Motor Company in here, along with a kind of mock newspaper. This is supposed to be the Golden Stake. Is that what it was called? Going into the railroad, the Transcontinental Railroad. Then this is kind of the pocket that has a lot of the bigger projects, our maps, and some big projects. So we have a whole brochure about the Holocaust, as well as some maps. This, I think, was one of my favorite activities, which was one of the early activities in the book, was you got to kind of create your own little grocery store flyer. So you could cut out images of different products used at the time, and you kind of had to write your own descriptions and advertisements. So that's what Sarah did. And she had a lot of fun with that one. So that was a really cool project, and we've still got a lot of projects to go. Oh, that's a map of the routes of the Underground Railroad, and there's information under each flap. So this is a pretty complex lapbook, as you can see. So you can kind of see the potential of where you can really go with lapbooks, and this is definitely a more complex one. So I think it's been very good at our middle school level for learning modern American history, and we have liked having the guide. So Sarah and I work together on these projects. We're about here, right? We're on project number 24 will be our next one that's partially done. And I think there's about 40-something projects. So we've still got a ways to go. Yep, 43 projects. So it's a pretty involved project we have going here. Lapbooks do not have to be this detailed, for sure. And you just need to do kind of what works at your level and with your age of student and your topic. But this is just an idea of what it could look like. We mostly just use colored pencils and scissors and glue sticks, sometimes some double-sided tape. So you don't need a whole lot of craft supplies, especially if you buy a kit like this. It's just all paper crafting, history, a little bit of research for when you have to do your own writing. So I like that it's a mix, that sometimes the student has to do their own writing and sometimes they have the information already written in for you. So it's a mix like that. I think having both of those is very helpful. So this is a glimpse at what lapbooking can look like in a homeschool, and we hope that it inspires you for how you might be able to use Lapbook in your homeschool as well. We hope that you've enjoyed this video about using Lapbooks in your homeschool and how to do it. This is 7 and all, so if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel. You can also follow our homeschooling family on Instagram at 7 and all family. I share a lot of our homeschool ideas and routines over there as well. Thank you so much for watching. This is Rachel and Sarah.
Bye.
Bye.